Girl next door, sex icon, political activist, fitness guru, and Academy Award winner Jane Fonda has lived a life marked by tragedy, controversy, and transformation. And she's done most of it in the public eye. Now, a new HBO documentary, Jane Fonda in 5 acts, takes an intimate look at the 80-year-old actress's fabled life. Here's a look.
Jane Fonda.
One of Hollywood's most exciting new stars.
There's a lot of hostility towards you. Would you have done anything differently?
This is the beginning of my last act. In order to know how to go forward, I'm going to have to know where I've been. I was Henry Fonda's daughter, which meant we looked like the American dream. But a lot of it was simply myth.
When you were little Lady Jane Fonda, did you dream about being an actress?
I was doing plays, making movies. I wanted to please Dad. Who would you like me to be? I never felt real. And I just thought, I've got to find who I really am. I just felt like I had to become a righteous activist. I wanted my life to have meaning.
You've been taking your public by surprise, invading army camps and getting yourself arrested.
I'm proud of most of what I did, and I'm very sorry for some of what I did.
And joining us now is the producer and director of Jane Fonda in 5 acts, Susan Lacey, who many of you will also recognize as the creator and former executive producer of the groundbreaking PBS series, American Masters. Susan, welcome back home, if only for the next few minutes.
I love being here, and I love seeing you.
So, obviously, the documentary is divided into 5 acts. Explain the division.
You know, this is interesting. The idea of acts was embedded in my mind because in her book, she said, I'm writing this book, I'm researching my life. I decided to find out who my parents were, who their parents were, because you can't really understand why they weren't able to give you what you needed until you understand where they came from and what issues they were dealing with. And one of the things she said is that I'm doing this because I need to understand my first 2 acts in order to know how to live my third. So the notion of acts was kind of in my head. And then when I was in the edit room and beginning to make this film, I looked at that and I said, you know, really Jane's life is really 5 acts. And many times in making a portrait, the 3rd act is often the problem because, you know, the first 2 acts are where most of the work is done, the impact is had, the legacy is built, and the 3rd act is often, you know, a little disappointing. Jane's 5th act is anything but. But I thought this is really a 5-act story, which begins with her father, and then it's followed by her 3 husbands. Yeah. Roger Vadim. Roger Vadim was the director of her in Barbarella, very sexy French director. Yeah. Tom Hayden, co-founder of SDS. And her last husband was Ted Turner. Yeah. And in each of these moments in her life, which are really chapters, and she will say it, she spent her whole life hoping to get the love of her father. Right. And with each husband, in order to be loved, she felt that she needed to be who they wanted her to be. Right. I mean, she says early in the film, her mother was sick a lot. She was in mental institutions. As a child, she didn't understand why she wasn't there. But she knew that that wasn't the winning team. She wanted to be on the winning team, and the winning team was the man's team. And that is how she lived her life until she was 60-some years old. And said, you know, I think it's time for Jane to come out. I think it's time to have a fully realized Jane, a whole Jane. And she left Ted.
And the 5th act is
entitled
Jane.
The 5th act is Jane, yeah.
Well, let's talk about her involvement in politics. As we saw in the clip, she said she was very sorry, you know, she's very proud about a lot of the things she said, very sorry about some of the things. I think those of us of a certain age know what she was sad about, sorry about, the fact that she got that picture taken with her in the anti-aircraft picture in North Vietnam. But talk about what she was proud of, especially during the Vietnam War.
Well, Jane went to Vietnam on her own. I mean, she was invited by the North Vietnamese. She wasn't the first American to go. She was like the 300th American to go. But because she's a celebrity and a woman, and she made the mistake of sitting on an anti-aircraft gun, that has stayed with her whole life. And I think she said she will go to her grave regretting that.
And she's apologized for it a million
and she's
times.
apologized for it a million. That's not why she went. She went because she was a celebrity. She was encouraged to bring attention to the fact that Nixon and Kissinger were going to bomb the dikes in North Vietnam. Had they done that, that would have during the harvest season or whatever would have destroyed the rice crop. Potentially 1 million people could have starved to death. And
it would have flooded the place.
So
Thousands would have
she
died.
went there to expose this and to find out whether they were bombing the dikes, which they were. But because she went there and because she brought attention to this, they stopped bombing the dikes. So she went there to save lives. She went there to support the soldiers. She went there to stop the war. And I think she hasn't been given enough credit for what her motives were, which were completely pure.
Well, finally,
She made some mistakes while she was there, and she's absolutely readily admits that.
Well, Susan, it is a wonderful documentary, and thank you so much for coming back home, if only for a few minutes.
I loved it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The HBO documentary film, Jane Fonda in 5 Acts, debuts September 24th on HBO.